Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These five are the only protection we have.
The best part of this show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
I
love Friday. Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
Shout out to
A to B.
Uncut. Is that you?
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered cast on it.
Complete fuckers. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Shattercast Uncut. And as you heard in the intro, we do have Bobby's permission to be on the show tonight. So, enjoy the B team here. And with me tonight is the best team. We have the one and only Greg for Mercy. How are you?
What's going on, people?
And of course, you've heard him chiming in the background here and there. We have the one and only Matthew Deluxe Baldwin. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Hey there, everybody.
Yay, good times. So, that's it. That's everybody here. The B team, the better team. So what'd everybody get this week? Same order. Greg, what'd you get?
I got the Masterpiece Plus Prowl. Anticipating my my streak should be in later this week or this weekend. Pretty cool. I like him. I got Neptune, the X-Transbot Sea Spray. I like him as well. And
I've been watching that Neptune. I don't know. Like, I like my Fans Toys one, but that one looks really good, so I think we're gonna have to get it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good for a Transbot figure.
Oh, it's really good. It's fun. It's a fun toy.
Yeah, I've been reminiscing on the old Keith trail this week. I pulled down the reflector, and I got my rec guard down, and we're kind of messing with them, and like they're pretty good figures.
So you've been looking at the good Keith trail.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, you have to stop at a certain point before you get disappointed. Holly.
Yeah. Version 13.
Yeah. I had someone comment on my Boost and Hatch video this last week, and they're like, mine didn't have these problems. I'm like, well, mine was like the first release. I don't know if there was any more. And I certainly don't think that everybody's has the same problems as mine, but I mean, mine had screws fall out, so,
Yeah, I think they had different. They had re-releases of that one.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them now. Yeah.
3. Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Greg. I think I cut you off. Did you get anything else?
No, you're fine. Sorry, I just got sidetracked. Malwarebytes won't let me upgrade my license. I did. I got the Final Victory 3-pack with the Brawn, the Warpath, and the Huffer. They were on clearance, and I grabbed it to check out because I kind of like the Warpath. And they're not bad. They need a little tweaking. I had to tighten a few screws, and there's some squeaky squeaks I can oil up.
Was that Fans Toys?
Yeah.
Where were they on sale?
TF Source. They're $89.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. I kind of like them. I tightened up some screws on Brawn. There's a couple of things probably need to be glued in. But there are 3 mini bots, and 2 of which I don't really care about. I just need to have it. Just need to have one. So, and with that, this time next week, I should have my Season 1 and most of my Season 2 Autobots complete.
Nice.
Yep. And my Decepticons, actually.
That feels good.
I just need the triple changers. I need a hoist.
Moist.
I need a defensor. And there was a couple other ones that, I think they're actually pretty much there's an option available for every single one that I'm missing right now. It's just I'm kind of playing the game, the waiting game.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them options ain't that good. Like the defensor, you only have KFC, I think, or TFC. I'm sorry, not KFC, but
Well, Make Toys made one, but it's really small. It's in that
okay,
scale, and it's all stylized.
Right.
And I would get the oversized knockoff, but they never made a hotspot.
Yeah, what's up with that? Like, come on, man.
And then Robert would be like,
that's really getting on my nerves, the fact that they haven't done the hotspot yet. I don't know.
I know a lot of people that went out on them, and that went on the limbs. Oh, went out on a limb, I should say.
Pretty much.
And yeah, they're waiting for it too. But
yeah, like at this point, it really should be here. I mean, first off, it's not like you're actually creating any of the engineering or anything like that. Like, come on, just get it done. Like, you got all 4 limbs out like super quick, and then you're like, yeah, we're not gonna do hotspot. Like, I don't understand.
Maybe Make Toys shut them down.
Maybe Make Toys is like, well, we can make an oversized hotspot for you.
Yeah, could be. But now that FUD Raiser or Crowd Raiser or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they sent ninjas in Hawaiian shirts.
Complete your KO defensor by crowdfunding.
Yep. I would not put it past them, to be honest. But whatever.
I think it'd be pretty funny, actually.
So. God, the fanboys would be all pissed off. Oh my God, they're crowdfunding a knockoff.
Mm-hmm. So is that all you got, Greg?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Very good. Matt, what'd you get this week?
Oh, I got a pretty good haul. I found a NECA Freddy versus Jason. I got the Jason one. Nice. I had them on pre-order forever at BBTS. I finally got the notification like 10 days out, and I went to Target the other night. I was looking for the 3-pack Rainmakers, and I didn't find them, but I found that guy, so nice. I'm happy with that. I don't know if I said last week I got Lancer from Generation Selects, the last Fembot. I got Studio Series Long Haul. I also got X-Transbot's Neptune Sea Spray. I love it. It's a wonderful figure. They know how to make some mini bots for some reason, and they just keep on going up on my book and everything. So I'm satisfied with that. I got the Magic Square, the Diachrome Ultra Magnus, or the Diaclone. I don't know its name offhand. And then I picked up the New Age, the G2 Jazz, and the other, I think the toy version Jazz Colors or something.
The one with the actual decals and stuff on it.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just like a premium something or other.
Okay.
So.
Okay, yeah, it's different, different windshield colors or something like that, and I don't know. Anyway, I got those and everything.
Pretty excited for those ones myself.
Oh, did you order them?
Yeah, I got that one coming.
Oh, nice. So yeah, I got those too. I haven't opened them up yet. I got to do a review on them, but I had a chance to look. I don't know if I told. I looked at the High Soldiers, Optimus Prime from you, everything, and then yeah, that's all I got, man. So Justin, what'd you get this week, man?
Well, Matt, I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
I got. Let's see. I got a couple things. Not that much this week, but I got the Figure Arts God Vegeta, which only Robert would appreciate, possibly, if he's at that point in the story. I got the Magic Square Ultra Magnus, which is cool, but I was saying pre-show, I'm a little, like, the only, like, his robot mode's awesome. Like, without a doubt, it's awesome. But the bot mode is a little underwhelming because he's just so I'm sorry, the robot mode's great, but the alt mode is a little underwhelming just because it's like such a small truck compared to even the Magic Square Prime. Like, they're just totally out of scale, the cab of the truck and stuff. But I mean, what can you do? Things gotta fit, I guess. And I was also really surprised that the like doors to the trailer don't open. That kind of threw me off too.
Yeah, you can't fit anything in the middle either. It's too small.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
It's a carrier. It's a carrier. You can't carry anything.
Exactly.
Just one car. I was like,
wait, which Ultra Magnus is this?
The Magic Square one.
Square.
So I mean, we'll see. Well, I mean, if another company does it, I might be tempted to try, but it's fine for now, I guess. So
McFans Toys has it's a knockoff of that one. It's a bigger one. I don't know if you can still fit a car inside the middle, but it's going to be bigger than that one.
Yeah, but the other thing is if you can't open anything, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Loses its value, I guess, to me.
I want to say you can open. I think that's one of the improvements because usually they.
The version 2. Yeah, they got a version 2. You might be right, Greg. I think you can open the back door.
The version 1 of their Ultra Magnus was that Ultra Magus, the Iron Factory one, and it's a piece of crap.
Oh yeah.
It's super floppy and it's just too. It's like Combiner Wars long haul, like just too.
Yeah, but they did knock off the Magic Square one, right? I just saw the second version.
Oh, I didn't know if they did. Oh, well, maybe they did.
I think it did. I think it's an upscale. I think they did.
Yeah, the one that's coming out is like 5 inches, maybe a little bit more. So
yeah, that's Legends Plus. So
yeah, but I mean, he's not like head to head. Like he should be a little taller, I think. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll definitely have to check it out. If whatever Mech Fans Toys did one, then maybe I'll take a look. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, Robert will hate me for it, but I don't really care about Robert's opinion on that. So I've purchased the official product. I don't mind buying the knockoff too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, don't buy your stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So.
What else? Anything else?
No. Actually, no. I did get. Goddamn, what are their names? It's the DX9 Snapdragon Ape Face. I think it's Highbrow. Is he the one that's in there, or?
Yeah.
And then what's the other one? It's the Fortress from Fort Max, I guess.
Oh, Cerebros.
Yeah. So I have those. I haven't messed with any of them yet. Only Ultra Magnus, so we'll see.
I think isn't that Ape Face called like No Minds or something?
Yeah, it's like there's like No Minds and Unhappy or something like that, and I don't know, weird names.
Yeah. Those unique toys, Headmasters, are pretty good.
Yeah, they're fun little toys. So I would not place them probably amongst like the best of the Legends Transformers, but I would say that they're pretty fun though. Like they got good funness to them.
They go well with Magic Square because of their plastic is kind of the same.
Yeah, that I can agree on.
Thing.
Yeah.
So they kind of match up with those. Every time I mention Magic Square, I always put in Unique Toys Headmasters and stuff. So
yeah,
they're fun little pots.
That's all I got.
All right. So well, what did Bobby and Robert get? Did Robert and Bobby get anything?
I don't know. They said we can talk, so we're gonna keep talking.
That's good.
So let's move on to our first piece of actual news, and MMC is doing a version 2 of their Azalea. And Greg, which one is the version 2? The darker one or the lighter one?
The one with high heels, the darker one. It's like Japanese.
I see.
I don't know. They said it comes from Japanese artwork. I don't know if it's like ox colors or something. I don't know. Because in Headmasters, I want to say she was lighter in Headmasters than she was in season 3.
Right. It's interesting that's the route they're deciding to take here. I don't know. I mean, is there any other significant upgrades other than the heels on her, which is going to be a stability nightmare basically to get her to stand?
I honestly don't think so. Sure.
She got mean bucket face on the left.
Yeah, I saw someone say on I think it was the Cybertron Cafe, asked if there was there any value in her, or like which one's better, and someone said like nothing about it is worth like trading in the one you already have for this one.
Yeah, I don't know if they even made any, if the first one really didn't have that many issues, to me. I don't know, some others that may have, but I don't think they fixed anything if anything was wrong with the first one. They just retooled her a little bit, and looks like I got a different head sculpt, or not head sculpt, but some faces, maybe, probably.
Yeah, one of the faces did look. I didn't recognize one of the faces in the promo pics.
Yeah, the first when you click on the link, that first one next to each other, she's got a scowling face, and I don't remember the first one having that. So the gun's different too. I mean, they recolored the gun, and the waist is white. Yeah, so basically it's just a repaint with some new feet, kind of. You know, so I don't know. Yeah, if you have the first one, I really don't think the upgrade would be necessary, to be honest.
If you need a reason to get it, Lenny posted a video today on Facebook of him deadlifting what I think is like 500 pounds.
I thought it was like 3 or 4 of her or something.
And yeah, so
he is bulking up, man. He's.
I need to reach out to him and make sure everything. Lenny, are you okay?
He don't listen, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you having troubles? Are you okay?
I don't know. If you want a darker pink, that's probably the only reason why to get this one.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really see it.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, let's move on from this one and let's hit our next piece of third-party news. To cap off third-party news, Unique Toys is teasing that they're doing a Last Night Megatron.
Oh, I saw this. I didn't read the thing. That's pretty neat.
Now I think, and I may be wrong here, I think the picture is a picture from the movie, but I think the Megatron in the sword might be the toy. I'm not sure.
No, he was in the movie too. I mean, it was a battle mask.
Oh yeah, because he did have a mask in the movie. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, when he's talking. Remember when he's talking to get his troops or whatever and everything. He uses. I mean, the mask comes on. It does it quite a couple times during the movie. So. Yeah.
Okay, so this is not them teasing a little bit of their toy in any way, necessarily.
It may be. I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing that. I saw this. I just didn't really put it, one and one together. So, or two and two together. What did I say?
I know it's Unique Toys, and I know it's number 3 in the R series. But do you think it's coincidence that his designation is Utrow?
I mean, I have the lockdown. It's really good. Mr. Extra Zero got the hot rod, and he said it's pretty good too. It's not as good as the lockdown. I think he said that it wasn't as good as the lockdown, but it is pretty good. So I don't know. This might be interesting. I had the Hasbro one, and it was one of the better ones out of that line from the last night. Was the Megatron. So I don't know. It'd be really interesting how they're gonna portray him and do him as a toy. I think it's gonna be really interesting.
I mean, the one thing I got to give them credit for is that they're doing something that nobody else seems to be interested in even touching at this point. So, you can't really fault them for that. I hope it's working out well for them, and because from what I've seen the lockdown. He was decent. He doesn't have any plays in my collection, but he was decent.
Yeah.
So I hope that gamble or that business model is working for him, and that's the best I can say. So.
Well, that's a good thing to say, because like I said, the lockdown is really well made. It's a fun toy, but it is of a character that a lot of people are not. Well, lockdown was. I think a lot of people like lockdown, but then you go to the hot rod, and does really a lot of people even care, or does anybody want this Megatron? Even though it might be wonderful and maybe made well, but it's just the character. Is everybody wanting this character?
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a smart business move or if it's just I don't know. It's a safe or not a safe one, but. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just rambling.
Okay.
Sorry.
Bobby might be disappointed in you, but
I
think it's okay.
He's always disappointed in me. That's fine. But I just don't get it. Why are you doing these characters? Do a lot of people want this character?
Yeah, I'd be interested to see exactly how well are these movie bots actually selling for them. It has to be good enough because they're putting out more, right? So
that's true. I think Lockdown did pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if Hot did or not.
something's got to be keeping this. Every week we have a new Prime, Megatron, or Bumblebee statue industry going. So
that's true.
Maybe it's the Asian folk that are buying them.
Could be.
I mean, I don't know. Wasn't the movie pretty popular over there? Or
yeah, I think
something.
Yeah, it was. I think this one, the 4th and 5th one, are really popular over there.
I find it, one thing that I find interesting is that this is, like, these are still toys related to the previous movie, you know? Like, this is not the Bumblebee movie, which I think most people think is a better movie. But, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I'm really surprised, that we haven't seen, at least renders of some of the, bots from the first 10 minutes, like RC and Brawn and Ironhide and all that stuff, Soundwave. I'm really surprised we have not seen some toys from, a company trying to,
It almost seems like a perfect business model for Planet X.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because you could grab some of those characters, how they look. Maybe, you kind of can get them shoehorned into your existing War for Fall of Cybertron line in some way. Like, I don't know.
Well, Toy World's making... Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, try to catch two markets.
Well, Toy World, Turi World, Toy Spelling is making the Optimus Prime, and I want to say they've teased a Bumblebee, and then... no, I put it up last week. That's right, I put it up last week. Some company was teasing Megatron from the concept.
I saw that.
Did I put that, or did I just remember Robert talking junk about it in the chat?
We didn't talk about it, but I do remember seeing the pic of renders or whatever. This was what Megatron was going to look like if he was in the movie.
Yeah, because there's concept art and there's like mock-ups of him. They were going to replace the one in the dam, but they just figured that they were still trying to push that prequel nonsense, and so they didn't want to accept too much. But yeah, there's like concept art. You can't really tell it's in the background. I mean, it's like really fuzzy in the background, but it's that version frozen, not the whatever, the space trident jet thing.
Yeah, from the original movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Pretty interesting.
Well, that about does it for the unofficial news.
Thank God.
Yeah, it was a long... Yeah, I mean, it took forever to get through that, right?
I know. It's third-party crap, man.
Yeah. So poignant to last week's discussion. Hold on, let me just make sure that... yep, I did okay. So poignant to last week's discussion on 3A versus 3-0. Turns out that they are sister companies. I guess 3A is stuff done by Ashley Wood, and 3-0 is a company that, they produce. They're like, I guess, like they produce similar, the same things, but they're not doing the Ashley Wood art, which is the differentiation here. And they are shutting down 3A now, and that is why we've seen some Transformers licenses and stuff go to 3-0, because, again, sister company, and they're shutting down. So that explains that.
That's sad. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know too much. Like, I know 3A did some, like, what are they? They were, like, big, I guess kind of like mecha, right? Like, yeah, they kind of did some mechs and stuff, and they never really appealed to me. Like, they were kind of always, like, they're odd looking, and I don't really like, I guess they're odd looking because they're actually probably more, like, realistic looking than, like, a Gundam would be. But, I don't know. I'm not into that kind of mecha, I guess. So,
yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be all over that acid rain stuff, and that would be a problem. So, all right.
I didn't read everything about this, but, it's really interesting that, somebody, but they are going to fulfill the pre-orders of their existing stuff, so that's cool. Then, the rest will be handled by 3-0 and everything. So.
Yeah, well, I think from my understanding, what I gather from the wording is, while they were sister companies, the reason that 3A did get a couple licenses they did was because there were timing issues. Like maybe 3-0 had a lot on the plate and they wouldn't be able to get them out, and you don't want to say no to something like Transformers. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they used a sister company to pick it up, but this Ashley Wood character is out.
Yeah, he took his ball and went home.
No, I don't know about
her.
Oh, and then her partner or whatever was Kim Fung Wong, and he started 3-0. So I guess.
I think Ashley Wood's a dude.
Whatever.
I think.
Don't mispronounce their pronouns. Sorry.
Well, we just lost half our listeners, Matt.
I apologize for that. I mean, is it going to affect anything? Are we still going to get? I mean, with 3-0, are we still going to get Transformer stuff? I mean, are they just moving over to another?
Yeah, we're going to get it. The license.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. As I understand it, it's just 3-0 now owns the licenses.
Okay. Well, so now we can't call it 3-8 or call it 3-8 anymore. So. Okay.
It's okay.
That's cool.
So, let's see. Moving on to the next piece of official news, we have it's not going to look like the render news. Universal Studios has a Studio Series Megatron exclusive coming out.
Huh.
Yeah, look at that truck. That toy's not going to look anything like that truck. That shit's going to be like purple with red windows.
That's weird. They put out a Studio Series Megatron like this, and it was all right. And now they're doing I guess it's silver. I mean, and I know that the points ain't gonna be sharp like that. That's a hazard right there. That's weird that they're doing, because they've had a couple exclusives to themselves, hadn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's weird.
So how big is this one? This Studio Series?
It's leader class, so
yeah,
it's probably just a retooling of the shelf mold.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because it comes with the cloak or the potato sack, and it comes with Igor, his little small partner. So yeah, I'm sure it's just going to be a re-release of that Studio Series one.
Igor.
Okay. I mean, whatever.
It's fine. I mean, if you're into the Studio Series stuff, I don't know if you want a exclusive Megatron to be coming out like this that, you have to go to Universal Studios to get, because, I mean, people are going to charge a premium on this type of thing. Like, you're paying for, their trip there, and then you're paying for this toy, and the toy's not going to be cheap. Like, what's a leader go for now?
50.
50 at least. Yeah. So this is probably going to go for 60, maybe even 70, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks like a new paint job. I'm looking at the pictures. It's all silver. So that might be different than everything, the original from the Studio Series. But I don't know. That's not final colors. So who knows?
Justin, do you remember... It's probably been 6 or 7 years now, but do you remember that knockoff Dark of the Moon Megatron? It was a knockoff of the Voyager, and it was like something fucking ridiculous, like 2 feet tall.
Yes, I do.
And all the fucking reviewers were going crazy over it.
I do remember that, yeah.
Like it had sound effects, but it was from a Power Rangers toy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I do remember. That thing was huge,
I always
too.
wanted that thing. Yeah, I always wanted that thing. It might have been bigger than 2 feet.
Yeah, I kind of was tempted to, because like so many people were talking about it back in the day that I'm like, what am I missing out on? Maybe I need this. So, do you remember that, Matt? Do you recall that at all?
I do not.
Okay.
Actually,
yeah, it was a big. I
Mm.
think it was it Dark of the Moon Megatron or something? Like
it was just a super upsized version of the Voyager.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
I'm sure. Did we even talk about it on the show at all?
This was like 7 years ago.
This
Oh,
show.
7 years. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Nah, off the top of my head, I don't remember. But I'm sure if I saw a picture of it, I'd be like, oh, okay, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think they did a Prime 2 whose like locking mechanisms consisted of hold it until you get it flat on the ground, and let gravity take care of everything else.
Yeah, I don't know. They've done so many upscale, upsize, or whatever you want to call it, knockoff stuff. I can't keep up with it.
Yeah, that was back in the Sir Toy days.
Oh, Sir Toys. Man, we haven't mentioned them in a long time.
Or not Sir Toys, KO Toys.
Oh, KO Toys. Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about fucking ancient, like the
We
first
still
few.
haven't mentioned Sir Toys either, so yeah.
KO Toys. That was a classic.
I get pissed off. I'd see stuff on there I wanted to have just for novelty, but they would ship everything loose and not in the package. But like part of the fucking novelty of having a 2 foot tall, oversized knockoff is getting it on a blister card. And just hanging it up on the wall.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what everybody's looking forward to. I want that fucking blister card.
Well, no, I mean just can you imagine going to a store and they're hanging up?
Oh
like,
yeah, it's 2 foot,
3 foot, a 3 foot card.
You can imagine like a little 5-year-old trying to lift that up to tell their mom to get it for them, and they fall over. They fall over like poof. Kid was killed by a knockoff because it crushed him.
Yeah. And then the second kid was killed by the shitty plastic it was made out of.
Exactly, yeah. He died of cancer.
Oh, well.
In other news, one of the children died because of shards of plastic. The other one died because of the weight of the toy falling on them.
Both of them, their mom got cancer from the knockoff toy or something. I don't know.
All
Anyways.
right. So moving on to the next piece of official news. So you want to buy a Gundam, but don't know how to tell your parents. Well, Flames Toys Victory Saber. So this is the first time we've actually seen the Star Saber mold with the Victory Leo pieces attached, or is this just a completely different kit, I wonder?
Yeah, it's a Victory.
It's attached,
it's a
right?
thing,
Yeah.
It is busy as fuck.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, man, would this be even fun to even try to maneuver or to not, try to move around? Because there's so much shit on it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a heavy ass bot.
I think I'm gonna be honest with you here. Here's a theory I just came up with while you said heavy ass bot. I think Flame Toys was initially just a fucking giant troll project. And they made this like super fucking outlandishly priced drift, and they're like, no one's gonna buy it. And then they had those flashlights at TFCon that year that you could shine an image of the toy on the wall with, and they're like, stupid Americans. And then people bought it, and they're like, I know, we'll make this. It'll be more expensive. And like they're just trying to make like this one's like Death Trap. Like if those spikes aren't die cast, they're gonna break. If they are die cast, they're probably gonna murder you.
Oh, definitely. Look at all that. I mean, God, look at all that stuff on the back and his feet that are huge. I don't know, man. That's just too much. I think, to be honest, that is.
This is not one of the figures like Drift and stuff, right? This is a kit, right?
No, this is bigger, like kit.
Or like Drift.
So this is already pre-built then? Jeez.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we know what this thing is going to retail for?
$1 gazillion.
Well, Star Saber alone is $450.
Yeah, I think they're $400 each.
So you're talking about $1,000 almost probably for this thing.
That's crazy. I don't even necessarily think that it really looks all that good.
I think Star Saber alone looks really good. I would purchase that, but I don't think this together, all that stuff right there, I don't think that looks that good. That's just too much.
Yeah, it's too busy.
Especially the picture 3, like it's looking straight on. I mean, golly, look at all that stuff, man.
And Leo Kaiser, he's only in the animal mode, right? Like he doesn't have a robot mode.
Right.
Oh, Victory Leo.
Victory Leo, yeah. What did I say? Leo Kaiser.
Well, you said
Wrong
Leo
thing.
Kaiser, and I got all excited.
Yeah.
Hey, they're both cats. You were close.
Oh, it's close.
Kinda.
Yeah, not even. It's fine. I don't care.
Not even close.
I'm not going to read the comments
Leo
anyway.
Kaiser,
So go ahead and comment.
There was one cat-themed member of Leo Kaiser met.
Oh, sorry.
That was Jaguar.
No cat team members. So
you're right about that.
I think Robert D's in on at least Star Saber. I don't know if he's. I'm sure he'll probably get the Victory Leo also, but I don't know. Combined, I don't think it will be that. I don't think it'll be fun. I mean, it's going to be so heavy. It's probably going to be. Yeah, I don't know. But
You know Robert's going to get this. He's going to get one to open and one to, 3 to sell later, because he's got to fit in with his new friends at the fucking Investment Fans Toys Country Club. And if you don't like it, you're poor.
Yeah, you're toxic. That's a toxic group, man. I'm gonna be honest. That's just.
No, it's not just. It's just not limited to one group. That's the thing, Matthew.
No, that's true. I mean, I'll give you that. That's true. But I mean, whatever.
All right. So let us move on to the next piece of news.
Oh, what we got? Oh, okay. Yeah,
so Flames Toys has done some Beasties sketches. They also have a Rodimus coming, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Rodimus is just going to be a heavy retool of their Drift?
God, I hope so.
No.
You don't think so?
Let me see Drift. No, I don't think it's gonna be a retool. Because I'm looking at Drift right now. I'm just looking at the drawings. I don't know for sure, but what they draw right there is nothing to what it looks like for what Drift is, I think. But I could be wrong. But I don't think it'll be. I think it's going to be a new. I like the Rodimus. I think it looks really. I like all these actually. To be honest, the drawings look really good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the renders and stuff of it.
So the drawings we see Primal, Optimus Primal. We see, I guess, the Leo Convoy. We see Big Convoy, and that's it, right? So a lot of leaders that we're doing here.
A lot of Prime, 3 Primes. I love that cape that Leo Prime has. I hope he comes with that. That will be pretty. They look really just, I don't know, menacing, I guess, for a Prime.
Yeah, I think they look good. I think my favorite one is the Leo Prime, the Leo Convoy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's my favorite one. If I was gonna get one, I think it would be that one. I never really cared for the Big Convoy. I just think he kind of looks a little silly. The Mammoth.
That's the Mammoth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
That's like one of the first toys you could take all the kibble off and have 2 separate toys.
That is true. So.
Yeah, I think these. Yeah, I'm excited to see some stuff further down from them on this because they look, drawings look good. Even Rodimus, I like the Rodimus one. It looks pretty good too.
Yeah.
You know what I like more than these drawings, Matt?
What's that?
The drawings on my money.
That's true. That's true.
And for some of our listeners, you might not be old enough to remember, but back in the olden days, we used to have paper money, but it wasn't just paper; it was a type of fabric, a type of cloth.
Yeah.
But now
Same
everything's
stuff
on
that Levi's jeans are made out of.
But now everything's on damn newfangled chip cards in your dick hole and Apple Pay and.
Man,
Exactly.
it's gonna be expensive. Golly, but good choices. I'm excited. Oh yeah, I gotta say this. If it don't transform, it's not a transformer.
Well, of course. I mean, we know that.
So.
Oh my God, this is gonna make some heads explode. The truck not monkey crowd, and if it don't transform, it's not a transformer crowd.
And it's gonna capture a whole new crowd.
They're gonna react. It's just gonna cause a fucking explosion.
Yeah. So which side would you be on though?
Oh, whichever side has melee weapons.
Okay, that's true. Just throw an axe in the middle and just let them have fun.
I'll take
Or
the
if
side
they
with
have
the ranged weapons.
if they have a baby with laser eyes, I might be swayed that way.
Ooh, what about penguins with laser eyes though? Batman.
I like my penguins with little red and white rockets strapped to their backs, but
nice. What about sharks with laser beams?
Which one was that? Was that 2?
With sharks, I thought that was Austin Powers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was, yeah. I was thinking Sharknado.
Oh, Sharknado, nice. That was probably 6. I think. I don't know. Who cares? God dang. Anything. If you put a laser on an animal, that's just automatic win. To be honest, But that's just me.
So you're gonna call this animals with lasers?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good.
That should be the title.
It is. So let's move on to the next order of business. Generation selects seafoods now completely with imitation crab. Looks
That's
like
awesome.
we're gonna be getting I don't know, whatever the hell the line is, Siege.
Generation selects.
Whatever. Now it's Generation Select Siege. It's something. It's a Seacons.
Con. Yeah.
I will say, it doesn't look bad, but then you get down to its crotch and its thighs, and I'm not really sure what's going on there, but that does not look good. So.
Well, it's a heavy retool of their Terracons, Abominus. So I'm kind of hesitant on the combined mode if it's because I love the Terracons separately. They were really good, but when you combine them, it was trash. And I think that this is combined mode is going to be the same way. I do love the sword. I think it's pretty cool. And you do get 6 of them. That's really nice that you can get the 5 and you can use, a couple of them as guns and stuff. That's pretty cool. I'm glad they kept that. But combined mode, I'm not really looking forward to. But I am looking forward to the separate ones. I think they look pretty decent and everything. So that's my take on it.
That's fair. I mean, I think it looks good. The retool looks good. I don't like the proportions of it. I mean, I always am forced to question, like, how much do people really care about the Seacons? I mean, I just don't think that they're a big seller, right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, they're one of the last, combiners to usually be made. I think, you always got the, your big players and everything. Then you got the Seacons, and it could be because they weren't really introduced to the U.S. market.
Right, we never got them in RG1, right? So.
Yeah,
we got them in the comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, when you think of combiners, Piranacon is not one of the top ones that people are like, oh, I gotta have a Piranacon. I want a Piranacon because I don't have one. I would love to have a MP scaled one, because I already have the other ones. But I'm not seeking out the first combiner to be a Piranacon.
Right.
So.
See, I have an attachment. I know I've told this story numerous times, but I do have fond memories of getting these guys at the beach. And this was the only combiner or the first combiner, I should say, that I had all the members to. I had all 6 of them.
That's cool. Oh, man, that's awesome. That's a good memory and everything. And it adds on that you had them at the beach because they're Seacons. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I'm trying to remember. It was like a really bad dub or subtitle or something of a Master Force, but yeah, the translation was they were referred to as the Seafoods. That's where the title comes from. That's a little behind the scenes.
Was Piranacon a strong combiner? Was he one of the stronger ones?
I think it was more comic relief because in because in the comics it just took like one hit and he was down, and then they never transformed out of beast mode. In fact, it was Turtler, which was Snaptrap, and then the rest of them were just like clones.
Oh yeah, okay.
And when they would all go.
Okay, so
like those fucking things from the G.I. Joe movie.
So the Beast Wars fans also won a is it God Neptune? I think is the other one, the recolor. Is it
from Beast Wars
2?
2?
Or Neo? Was it Beast Wars 2? I don't know. I think they want a recolor of this to be a, I think it was for that and everything. So we may get it. Maybe like a box set. Like the Cabal Wars did a bunch of G2 stuff in box sets later on down the line. We got. Yes.
Oh, no, I was just no. I didn't realize you were gonna continue.
No, I'm done.
I don't want to interrupt you. No, you. Well, I was just gonna say that the perfect outlet to have that as an exclusive would be like Takara Tomy Mall, but this is already Takara Tomy Mall, so.
Yeah, it could be. They could do a Generation Selects one. That's their new thing they're doing now. Is they're doing all the recolor stuff for the Select and everything. I think the Generation Select line took over the Transformers Collector Clubs kind of thing. To do.
Maybe.
So I don't know. But yeah, a lot of Beast Wars fans are wanting a God Neptune recolor out of this already. Alrighty.
All right. Well, that wraps up the official news and unofficial news and all the news. No statues. So, on to the MP collector question.
The quickest fucking show. We didn't start the show until like 7:50. I don't think so. Man, we gotta.
Well, we get straight to it, man. We don't, interrupt each other, and we don't, yell and scream. And stuff.
Why, Matt?
I don't know. We're just. That's not our personalities, I guess. I don't know.
We should have some people on. Let's just call people. We haven't done that in a while.
Should I read? Am I going to read the question?
Yes.
God dang it, dear SCU crew. When was the last time you bought a figure and immediately realized it was a terrible decision? Asked because I just picked up Siege Shockwave. That's a good one, man. Come on now. Even though I had no interest in the line, and as soon as I opened the box, I immediately regretted the $40 I had just thrown away. You got it for $40? Nice. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't a terrible toy. It just wasn't for me or my collection. I knew that, but momentary lapse in judgment, and there I was building an eBay ad in an attempt to get some of my money back. Please tell me this happens to all of us at some times, because I felt like a jackass once I realized I had bought this thing. MP Collector, #1 SU fanboy. The one I most recently bought was the Iron Warriors Optimus Prime from the Prime line. I was really looking forward to that because they look really good in pictures and everything. And when I got it, it's probably been the worst Transformers I've ever purchased in my life. It was really light. It didn't have any weight to it. It broke on me, not because of me. It was, I already broke on it and everything. And it just wasn't well made at all. So that's one of my latest ones I purchased that I was really made a terrible. And I spent $130 on that thing. So yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that I know I bought stuff that I'm like, oh, this is terrible. But I can't think of anything, like off the top of my head that just made me feel that way. A lot of times, like, I get it, and if I don't like it, I'll just immediately turn it around and be done with it. So, I'm not sure I have an answer for this one. I can only say that it's definitely happened, but I can't say for what figure that happened.
Yeah, that's the only one I could think of off the top of my head. I'm usually happy with what I buy, but that was really disappointing to me.
Yeah, I can't really think of one. I mean, the last one I can think of in the context of this, like buying something that you don't normally buy, I bought a Squeaks. Remember Squeaks?
I love Squeaks.
I bought one of those at, we were out just doing the holiday thing, and I'd had a couple of beverages beforehand, and we were walking around, and I saw him at Walmart, and I bought him, and I never did anything with him. I don't even know where he is.
I use him in my reviews.
But yeah, that's why I'm so apprehensive about getting. I kind of want to get those. Want to get a Studio Series Devastator, just for the hell of it. But I know I'm going to regret it.
I just did the long haul, and I regret it. That's another one. I guess I was really looking forward to that one, and It's probably one of the worst Studio Series figures out of that line. And I love the Studio Series. Like I said, I would sell all my movie stuff and just go with Studio Series because they've done a lot better job with them. But that long haul, thank God it has a third mode, and I'm really looking forward to the Devastator. But separately, that thing is not that good.
So when you started, was it when you first opened it, or you started doing the review that you realized something was afoot with that figure?
It is a foot. That's a good one. Nice. Yeah, when I opened it, when I just started messing around with it, it has no articulation. It's so bulky and just, I don't know, stuff getting in the way. Trying to, pose it and stuff and everything. It's not that great of a figure, but I'm sorry. But
also just to point out, he did this before the show went up last week. He sent another message apologizing for the duplicate question. He realized the fair question or the theme park question was a duplicate. I didn't add it here, but obviously there was no point to, but it's okay, man.
Yeah, I don't remember even answering the first time. But, oh well.
Yeah, I think it was a while ago. I think it was like a random. I think it might have been when we were asking for questions.
We didn't talk about they put out some new pics of Leah Convoy and the big convoy. Actually, they got a new, like an add-on kit or something.
Yeah, they have a. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt.
No, the Matrix Blaster or something.
Yeah, they have that big gun. I was actually thinking about that. I was gonna kind of wait before I put it in the notes because I wasn't really sure. Like, I didn't think anyone on the show would really understand what it was or where it was from, and I kind of wanted to wait until there was more information about it because it's not like Takara just to put out a gun.
Yeah. But it'd be weird. I mean, could y'all see Takara doing, upgrade kits or add-on kits for stuff?
Maybe.
I thought Dakota actually, talked about that. They talked about it on Stasis Lock, either it's going to be like it's going to be a retool of a more toy accurate for the big convoy, or it's going to be an add-on kit there, so they don't know for sure. So I thought it was pretty cool that they did that and everything.
Yeah, I saw that. I was wondering what that was. I couldn't tell. Was it a new big convoy? Is it?
No, and that was the original big convoy. I think that wasn't even the re-release one.
Oh, what? Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that was an original like mold, not like the one they whatever the fuck they call them. You know how they reissued Ultra, or the Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus.
Oh yeah, the blue and yeah, I got the Ultra Mammoth or something.
No, the Fire Convoy and.
Oh, I'm sorry, from RID.
Yeah, like how they did that, like whatever that line's called, like their Platinum series.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't know. Like I said, they don't know if it's going to be a new, retool of the toy itself, or it's going to be an add-on kit. They might have Dakota was talking about it. They would thought it was going to come with the Leo Convoy from the Masterpiece. That gun was going to be like a add-on or accessory. But I think they just put up the list of accessories and the cost of that Leo Convoy also. I think it's going to be around 130 to 160, I think.
That's not terrible.
Perhaps. No, I think it's like, I forgot what it was in the overseas money. But I think it's going to be around 130 or 160 on Amazon Japan, probably.
That actually kind of surprises me that he's really that cheap, but I guess he's not going to be an enormous figure, so.
No,
Wait.
I mean, he's...
Oh,
yeah,
so that's what the retail price is, or the suggested price?
I think suggested.
So if he's on, so he'll get all the discounts, and then he'll be even lower than that on Amazon because they're just, even though they're not the same company, which a lot of people don't realize, there's not it's not owned by the same. They're affiliated, but they're not the same company.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he don't have a lot of accessories
they
either.
Still do the same undercutting, like they still have the same pricing principles.
Well, they hold on, let me look it up. He don't have a lot. They gave a list of accessories and stuff too. I think. But they didn't have he didn't have a whole lot to. Okay, yeah. So yeah, here it is. This is rumors. I'm not saying it's right or anything. So it's going to be. Let's see. He's got the toy. He's got 4 missiles, 2 Leo beams, a manual, a Cybertron Buster, whatever that is, a card, and it's supposed to be retail price at 20,000 yen, which is about $184. So pre-orders will start on August 7th, and it's going to be released in February of 2020. So Amazon Japan, you're probably looking about 120, probably give or take 130.
Yeah, I'll keep my fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah, so it's just rumors, but yeah, you're not getting a whole lot with him. So, which he didn't really come with a lot, I don't think, anyways. But that's just the rumors and everything, and the release date from Wonder Festival 2019. I would love to go one of those. That'd be pretty cool. Go see some new stuff and everything.
Yeah.
That's it. You're not into it? Do you collect the Beast Wars stuff from Masterpiece?
I do.
Okay.
I might have to skip Black Arachnia for a little bit. It just depends on, because when does she come out? She comes out 3 months.
October? Maybe?
Yeah. If I've got her on pre-order, I may cancel it if I think I can get away with it. But I'll pre-order it. But if not, I might just take my chances and get it later, because I don't think she was that much cheaper.
You'll still be able to find her. I don't think she's going to sell out.
Yeah, I mean, obviously G1 is going to be my priority.
Right.
So I'd, definitely getting the Bee and the Hound. So if it comes down to like getting her Hound, because like I said, I can't get back to work. I haven't been able to work for a few months, and it's going to be a few more. And then I found out today it looks like organ transplant is going to happen in my future. So God knows how long that's going to be.
You getting a bigger painter?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm getting
nice.
I'm getting a Canadian painter.
Nice. Hey, is it gonna have syrup or something in it?
It's good. It's gonna smell. If you scratch it, it smells like maple.
Nice. Very nice. It's gonna be a moose painter.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
It's very polite.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna bow to other people, and it's gonna be like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but
yeah. So I got to see what the funds are looking like. That's why I didn't jump on Unicron, and that's why there's a couple other things I canceled, just because I wanted to see what the funds are like. The end of the year with the holidays and everything too. You get Christmas and all that, and the kids' birthdays in September, and no money's coming in, so it'd just be irresponsible.
Oh yeah, I think didn't the Unicron get released to everybody almost? I think.
Well, you can get it. Stores are offering the same thing that BTS did.
Oh, okay.
They're doing pre-orders. See, I keep getting, every time I ask somebody, I hear something different. Every time something gets posted, it's something a little different. They opened up pre-orders this weekend for Wonderfest, this past weekend for Japan.
Okay.
But there's still no concrete. They may have found a website like they did count to the 8,000. I heard they didn't, but if the 8,000 is not met domestically, then it's not going to be, there's not going to be any for Takara Tomy Mall. But then it's sounding like they may or may not, like it's unknown. So I don't know. And now like Chinese companies are offering it for they're doing the thing like a deposit if it doesn't go through. If you're going to go that route, Chosen Prime's actually doing a payment. They have a payment plan.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, so you put down $125 and then you can just pay it, like if you need it. So not only do you have that extra year and 3 months, you can pay it like $10 a week. I mean, $10 a week, you've paid the thing off. I did the math.
Yeah, I mean, I think the way Big Bag Toy Store is doing it too. You put down $100 and something, but then you have a year and a half to save up for the rest. So I think that's a good way to do it. I think HasLab should have done that in the first place. They should have done a payment plan, to be honest.
Yeah, I just think it. If it would feel better to like, it would make you feel better. Well, I don't know. It's easier to put $10, like a $10 charge a week or whatever, or $40 a month, than it is to sit on that through the whole year, because you know you're going to see other stuff too.
Yeah, that is true.
And you don't want to mess around and not get your deposit. Which a Big Bad Toy Store, if you cancel a pre-order like that, they don't refund your deposit, but they will credit it to your account as store credit.
Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because they did that when I was in the hospital, and that weathered G2 Devastator came out, the limited to like 200 or something, and I pre-ordered that, and I paid the deposit, and I didn't know what the deal was going to be when I got out of the hospital. I didn't know what was going to happen, and so I thought I don't really need that anyway. And I called, and they were like, well, if you were in the hospital, we can just give you your cash back, but typically we would just do store credit. And I was like, we'll just do store credit, because I had some pre-orders anyway, so.
That's cool.
But yeah, I don't know if I don't know how that works with other retailers. I mean, I think, you know, if they've got your money, like, they should do store credit, and not just take your money.
Yeah,
I would think twice. If they're gonna, if they put the money down for it and they took your deposit, something like this, it's not like they're not gonna be able to sell it. So it's not like they're gonna be stuck with it, like say it was a fucking $30 Studio Series Voyager. You know, it's not like something that they're not gonna move. So I think any company that would just refuse to give you anything for your deposit, whether it be store credit. I can understand maybe not doing a refund to dissuade you from doing that over and over and over again. But if they just took your money and told you fuck off, like I wouldn't do it. Business.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I had to do it. Well, I had to put money down for my Star Trek statue and the Thundercracker one too. So like $80. But I didn't cancel it. But I'm sure if I canceled, it'd be cool that they, you know, give it to you for store credit. I mean, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's just kind of, I mean, obviously I don't think they post that anywhere on their website, because again, they don't want you to, I mean, people already take advantage of, you know, canceling pre-orders, and in my, you know, I'm guilty as hell for doing that. So
yeah, I just canceled that Freddy vs. Jason one and everything. So, but I don't think it'd be a good bit. Like you said, it's not a good business practice. I think if they did that, they took your, you know, down payment and didn't refund you for it somehow. I don't think, especially for a big, you know, store like, you know, Big Bad Toy Store, I don't think that would be really good for business practice, and people would not do business if they did that. So
yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all I got on the news, I think. Nothing else is coming up.
Are we really doing that much work to avoid answering this fucking question again?
Oh, that long question. I'm not reading that thing, man.
Yeah. Yeah, PA Ron. I don't know. We'll give you a rain check.
We got Jerry. We can do the Jerry one. Well, no, Tyler G's got one. Let me read this one. Do you think the Hasbro officially doing a run amok for the fans, that it might be a good time for a third-party company to ride that hype and fill a gap while the characters in the current spotlight? I'm not a G1 collector, but I hope for the best for you guys to fill out your collection to completion. Love the show. Tyler G. Tyler Beast Wars G. I've been wanting a run amok and runabout for a long time from third party, from a masterpiece scale or NP scale or whatever. I would love. I don't know who would. I think X Transbots. I think that'd be a good company to maybe do a run amok, runabout.
Yeah, I think
runabout, run amok. Fans Toys, I think's got a lot right now on the plate, on their plate right now, so I don't think they would even introduce that. But I think if X Transbots showed us renders, I would be really excited. So yeah, I would love for somebody from third party to do those two.
Was Runabout and Run Amok were they even in the show?
Yeah, they were just little. They had one episode. They had a couple lines, and they were background characters. Most of it, I think, it was season 3.
The Rebirth or something, maybe, or
Rebirth was the 4th, wasn't it? Season 4.
Well, it was 3 episodes.
Yeah, but they were in the last of. I mean, remember when I think Starscream's ghost came and took over Octane? I think they were in that episode, maybe.
Yeah, see, I don't really remember. I had what's the black one? Run Amok.
Yeah.
I can never remember.
Yeah, I had the black car. It had red. I remember it had red windows.
Mm-hmm.
I got that at the beach too. That was my consolation prize because I wanted fucking Galvatron. And yeah, I either wanted Galvatron or Rodimus Prime.
Oh, you got
or Ultra Magnus, and I got that jumps or whatever they were called. Power. No, what were they called?
Jump starters, or no, the jump starters were the other two, the Autobots.
Were those? Yeah, I'll look it up.
They had the same gimmick. You roll them back and let them go, and they would jump up and transform. So
yeah.
Justin, would you like to see a runabout and run amok?
Absolutely. I think I'd like to see them. I would like to see Punch Counter Punch. I would like to see,
nice.
I think there's a number of Carbots that I think you could get away with doing. And I think they would be successful-ish, Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do think that we're starting to approach the point where, it's going to be a lot harder to kind of keep producing G1 bots and having them be successful because they're characters that didn't get any real screen time or anything like that. So we're definitely kind of approaching critical mass, in that regard. But nonetheless, I still think that I want to see some of those characters. I'd actually like to see someone make the Omnibots because I feel like someone could do a good job making them.
Yeah, I think if anybody introduced those, the Omnibots or Runabout, Run Amok at like TFCon in October, I think that would get a huge crowd reaction. Because, like you said, it's a they didn't have really a lot of screen time, but a lot of people want that. Want these guys to fill in their gaps, I guess, so to speak, and everything. So I think it'd be a great time.
Omnibots with like the little flip out weapons and stuff. Like I just think that they would be a fun set of toys to make.
Yeah.
I think that if you do it right, they could be pretty fun.
Well, and the reason why I say X-Transbots do it because they did skids.
Yeah.
Nobody else has done the skids. And if nobody else does the skids, I'm content with what I got. Because it's not that it's a good bot. Everything. So I think if they did the Runabout and Runabout and Run Amok, like I said, I think a lot of people would be happy. If we got those. So.
They're battle chargers. Runabout is the black one, and Matt, you were spot on. They were in that one episode.
Is that the only episode they was in?
Yeah, the one where
okay, so it's on Cybertron.
Yeah, the last one of that of Ghost in the Machine.
I actually had a feeling that Runabout was the black one because I thought I remembered it by Runabout, the B in about being the black one.
So and Runabout and being an upside down W for white.
There you go.
Wow, that was awesome that you figured that out. Very cool. Yeah, I think it'd be a great time to do that.
It's always a great time, Matt.
It is. Well, would you buy those two if X-Transbots made them?
I don't know because I decided I was gonna do season 1 and 2. I had to draw a line somewhere because there was just so much random shit coming out, and like I was all over the place. So season 2 and the main movie. So like the main Autobots and then Galvatron, Scourge, and Cyclonus.
Yeah.
And then we'll see, because there weren't really that many other ones that weren't already. There weren't any other new Decepticons in the movie, were there?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so that would get my new character, fix. So that would pretty much be a good bit of season 3.
Yeah.
But then there's like Swerve, and there's a few like odd mini bots and stuff like that, and then you start getting into that's when they were really trying to move toys. You start getting into the throttle bots, and you start getting into the like these guys, the battle chargers and all that. And there's just so much stuff. Like, I don't know if I want to keep going after I'm done with the movie cast.
Okay.
We'll see.
Possible.
I mean, the movie cast is definitely the cast that I think you most need, and after that, it's all questionable. It's up to personal taste at that point.
The only thing I'm missing from the movie cast, the Autobots, is I'm missing a Scourge, obviously, because the X-Transbot Scourge just doesn't really go with the two from Fans Toys. And I would need a wheelie. And excuse me, I've been fucking exhausted all day. A wheelie and a blur, and a blur's coming, and there is a wheelie out there. So.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, he's a good, as long as you don't transform him, he looks the part, I guess.
Well, the third version has thicker materials, and they've refined the tolerances apparently. But
good.
that's what Keith always says.
Yeah.
When he's inside of you.
We got one more question from Jerry, but I want to save that one for everybody else because I don't think Bubby's talked about Zeta Unicron enough. So I'm gonna wait for him to talk about Unicron some more. If you don't mind, unless y'all want to answer it, but I'm good.
Well, then that takes us through all we have to talk about tonight. So
you guys just want to make up some unfounded rumors?
Yes.
We'll go. Yeah, start with one.
Oh, I don't know.
Fans Toys has a Scourge coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
Fans
it.
Toys is starting a whole line. They're calling it the G3 line, and it's going to be all Beast Wars toys done in chrome.
Oh, nice.
Oh man, I love chrome fur.
Who doesn't love chrome fur or chrome at all? It was a good show, fellas. Really,
I'm glad we got this opportunity to talk a little. Let our voices be heard on this show.
That is true. Your Highness gave us permission, and I really appreciate that to let us talk and everything. And we missed y'all. Robert D., his wife, hopefully passed the bar exam for NYC.
Passed out at the bar.
But I'm hoping that she did well. So
yeah,
I guess that's it.
I think he said she did okay in the chat.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, he did. He said that she did pretty good. So that's good.
Ooh, I have something to say that I've been trying to say for a couple of weeks, and I haven't really had the opportunity because we've death stopped or whatever. So like 4 weeks ago, I made a joke that the ROC raffles. Excuse me. I'm sorry. The games, whatever they're called, the spin games,
waffles,
were rigged, and only people from like the main RSC people always win, which isn't true at all. Obviously, that was the point of the joke, but apparently some people took me seriously.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
you get death threats?
I did.
Oof.
And so I said I would clarify. I was joking, but there's not really these the very beginning or the very ends where you put something like that in, and I either get rid over the beginning, or take us out of here at the end. So
yeah, I don't think it could be rigged. He's using
it was the most ridiculous fucking unfounded thing you could say. But apparently a couple people thought it was serious. So.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
So
I've entered. They're pretty cool. I've entered. I've lost some. I won one actually. It's pretty cool.
I haven't tried my luck with the Raffles in a couple of months. I was on a streak there in one group.
Oh, nice. They put some. The RC put some good stuff up there. They put a mixture of legends and some masterpiece and good stuff and everything. So it's a good thing to do if you like waffles or raffles or whatever.
Yeah, and all the money they make funds ISIS.
Yeah, there's that too. That's the most important thing. So
see, I'm just kidding.
No, it does really
though. I mean, I have it on good authority that Dust Mites is an ISIS operative.
So know your hate mail to T2RX6 and everything.
Well, he's out there on the streets in New Jersey slinging those mixtapes, and he's next to the guy selling bootlegs, and the bootlegs are produced by the Islamic State to fund terror cells.
He's got a new show with Mr. Frogman. They do a new podcast. I think it's really good. Y'all should check that out. Just a big shout out to those two. It's really fun to listen to.
I like Dust.
So, yeah, he's a good dude. All right. Dun, dun, dun. You know what? Now I listen to it, it does sound like Ghostbusters. I really didn't think about it, but then somebody else pointed out, like, once you sing it to yourself, or you actually listen to it, you'll actually say that, yeah, it does sound like Ghostbusters. But I really didn't. I thought it was the Toy Detox stuff, man.
If you take, if there was like 2 more parts to your harmony there, like backup parts, you'd have the Ghostbusters song.
Well, see, Ghostbusters like da-da-da-da-da.
Well, you got layers. You got layers there. You're doing like one tone. You would have different layers of sound.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Good night, folks.
Good night.
Do you want to practice?
No.
Here, you do it. You start.
Because I see I'm singing the Ghostbusters.
Now you're doing Ghostbusters on purpose, you jerk.
When I do
Shardouts to Cool Table Network, ROC, Antis around, Toys Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerve Rage Radio, 8 Weeks. And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock. At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse. I am Ratchet. Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. The sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities,